There's been a lot of bombing going on of villages, and in some parts they just cannot survive. The farms have been destroyed, their food storages have been destroyed, and I think this is one tactic of the Soviets to destroy food, to try and burn the crops just before harvest time. And so, of course, what are these people going to live on? They have to leave the country. And I think this, of course, serves the purposes of the Soviet Union to try and remove people from certain areas, so as to reduce the resistance or the ability of the locals to support the resistance.
Elsewhere, the Soviets are seeding the country with mines which not only hurt children, especially, who have trouble identifying these objects which blend very well with the terrain, but also these mines are destroying the flocks. The goats, the sheep, the cattle are walking on these mines and blowing up on them.
On July 20th, using an amateur camera, he documented an attack by Mujahideen in Sarobi district near Kabul. The Kabul-Jalalabad road, where trucks move only in convoys and only with support from Soviet tanks. The Kabul government outpost, housing Soviet and Afghan government troops, was built to protect the highway. A Soviet tank leads the convoy down the treacherous highway. The trucks keep distance from each other to avoid being trapped if one of them gets hit. One of the young Mujahideen fires his RPG-7 and manages to score a direct hit on a Soviet tank.
Headquarters had already prepared a list of places they want us to raid there in Kandahar. That's where Al-Qaeda had been kind of headquartered there. That was kind of a main sanctuary for them. And so we were hoping we were going to maybe capture some. We actually captured some Al-Qaeda, captured or killed some Al-Qaeda on the way to Kandahar in the village of Taktapul that we held for about 10 days when we were trying to get into Kandahar and had to get past the airport there in Kandahar because it was being held by the bad guys. And once we were able to moved past, we got in Kandahar and we started going after those targets that we had, those buildings and houses that headquarters had said go raid. And we were hoping to either capture more guys. We figured they're probably gone by now, or at least get some intel out of it. And we actually did get some intel. Probably no question the most important thing we got out of it was basically a casing report and attack plan to attack a U.S. naval ship, the Carl Vinson, in Singapore by an Al-Qaeda affiliated cell in Southeast Asia. And they, casing report, photos, video, diagrams, everything. And this was going to be something like on the scale of the coal.